Hey guys, Erica Suter here, and I am here to talk to you about the release of my next book. It is called Total Youth Soccer Fitness 365. So, before I dive into what exactly is in the book, I want to give you guys a little background on why I created it and when I started writing it. So, back in the fall of 2019, I realized I was getting a lot of questions from coaches, players, and parents and various soccer clubs on how to squeeze in strength and conditioning. So the game schedules are extremely busy. There's sometimes 3 to 4 practices a week. So a lot of people are totally on board with strength and conditioning, and they see the benefit. They see that it keeps players healthy. They see that it helps with speed and conditioning and power and agility and all the components and the dynamic actions of soccer. So they really wanted to find an answer to how to add this all into their schedule. So then I started thinking, I was like, well, how can I help many people with a program and answer everyone's question in one place? So back in the fall of 2019, I started writing this program, and it is a year-round workbook on strength and conditioning for young soccer players. So there's workouts for middle schoolers and for high schoolers. And there's a 12-week off-season workbook. So 3 days strength training, and then 2 days speed, agility, and conditioning. So everything is laid out in the workbooks. And then there's also an in-season workbook where I have recovery days laid out, various game schedules. So when should you strength train during the week? What exercises should you be doing? How many sets and reps? If you guys hear any background noise, it's my cat playing with his toy, so I apologize for that. I'm just going to keep going now. So there's plenty of sets and rep descriptions, progressions, exercise order is all laid out, and it's a program where players and coaches don't have to think. So they don't have to think, oh, well, how do I piece this together? Or what exercises am I going to do today? So it's basically the programs I do year round with my soccer athletes in Baltimore, Maryland, in one spot for everyone. So if you're from Europe, you can use it. If you're from the States, you can use it. It is for everyone, and I'm just sharing my programming with people. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, because they bought my first book, Total Youth Soccer Fitness, which I had released in 2018. So that is a completely different program. So the first Total Youth Soccer Fitness is an intro. So it's discussing why we do certain exercises for youth soccer players. What is the transfer to soccer? Why do we crawl? Why do we do pull-ups? Why do we do squats and lunges and deadlifts? Why do we do all these things with our young soccer players, and why does it set them up for a healthy career and a successful career? Now, in my first book, there are sample programs. So there are sample week templates for in-season and off-season, but keep in mind, I only just lay out 1 week with those. So it's super, super small, and it's very general. Whereas this one, Total Youth Soccer 365, is all workbook format, year round. So the off-season workbook should be done twice a year. So summer and then winter. And then the in-season workbook can be done in the fall and spring, so during the seasons. And then beyond those workbooks, I added in some video modules for you guys. So how to manage a 1 to 2 to 3 game a week schedule, and what are some things that you should be thinking about. So there's a lot of mentorship in there as well. How to work on change of direction, how to coach it, how to coach warm-up runs, how to do your warm-ups properly. So there's a lot of coaching education, but players and parents can absolutely benefit from these video modules. Now, the crazy part is I finished this program in 2019, and I wanted to really take my time as far as packaging it and making sure it's delivered in a user-friendly way, with the workbooks very, very easy to read, the video links in there, So that's why it took so long. So now we're in April 2020, in the middle of a global crisis, which I also didn't see coming. So if someone would have told me even a month ago I'd be releasing a book in the middle of a global pandemic, I would have told them they were crazy. But the show must go on, and I've been wanting to get this product out for so long. I mean, I finished it last October, and now that it's finally done in April, I'm still going to release it because I know it's going to help a lot of people. And I know that many young athletes are going to benefit from just the structure and the organization from it, where they don't have to think too much and everything's just done for them. And then coaches are going to benefit from the continuing education piece. So there's a lot of ways to incorporate these movements onto the field and ensure a proper warm up is being done and different recovery exercises on the field. So again, it's all laid out for coaches too. So I appreciate you guys for following along, and I hope to see you during the launch on April 24th at 10 a.m. Eastern. The link is below to the product page, so make sure to mark your calendars.